Congratulations. I'm wondering if your pop still has any Packers gear lying around the house, and if you had to give yourself a scouting report coming here to Green Bay, what would that be?
Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely think he does. I mean, he definitely holds on. That was a big, accomplishment for him. So I mean, he definitely, it's his roots. So I mean, he definitely holds on to it. And shoot, I mean, I'm sure he's got a lot of green and yellow around the house to throw on when he gets home. But shoot, in terms of a scouting report, for myself, I mean, sure, I think, everything that I've done in the past is going to, translate, perfectly to the next level. And sure, I'm ready to work on all types of things. I mean, obviously, my deep threat ability, my ability to make plays with the ball in my hand, and obviously, using my size and speed to create separation. I think that's going to be, huge at the next level. And obviously, there's things that I will continue to work on, and things that I've been working on, throughout my college career. Going forward and obviously, going forward and competing at the highest level, I think I'm only gonna be able to continue to separate myself, and be dominant at the next level as well. I'm excited.
MK Burgess.
Hey, Christian, what was it like seeing that phone call from Green Bay, Wisconsin, and realizing you were going to be a Packer? And what are you most excited about to play with Aaron Rodgers?
Shoot, it was surreal. I mean, I've been playing this game since I was 4 years old. This is something that I've dreamed of since then. So I mean, it was surreal. And obviously, being able to be in such a successful and such a dominant and great organization is amazing. And I'm excited to be on the Packers for sure. And I mean, obviously, being able to catch passes from one of the best to ever do it is something I'm definitely excited about. And obviously, I feel like I'm going to be able to learn and grow a lot. Through not just him, but all the other receivers and everyone else in the organization as well. But definitely couldn't be more excited to go at it with Aaron Rodgers.
Wes Hodkowitz.
Hey, Christian, how big of a goal was it? With your dad getting drafted 29 years ago, how big of a goal was it to be able to follow in his footsteps there? And what does that mean to you now to be able to achieve that?
It means the world to me. I mean, like I was saying before, this is something that I've dreamed of since I was a little kid. Being able to play at the highest level possible is the goal that I set for myself really early. And obviously, being able to follow his footsteps and be drafted by the same club is extra special to me for sure. But I mean, it's definitely a surreal experience. Just getting the phone call itself, brought tears to my eyes. I was so excited. And I'm just excited and ready to get to work.
Rob Domofsky.
Hey, Christian, at what point today did you realize that the Packers might be moving up to get you? And did you have any sense of that, before they were on the clock?
I definitely had. I mean, I had a really great visit with the Packers. Definitely, felt like they were pretty interested in me, and obviously, I loved, getting to meet all the coaches, and I loved, the culture and everything that they had going on. So, from the jump, I definitely thought it would be a really great fit for me. But in terms of them jumping up and whatnot, I mean, I just kind of put that on the back burner in terms of wanting to think about all that and just wanted to enjoy the experience. And obviously, when I got the call, shoot, I mean, it was crazy, and couldn't be happier.
Steve McGargy.
Just wondering what the swing of congratulations. I was just wondering what the swing of emotions was like for you these last 24 hours. You're mentioned as a potential first-round draft pick. You don't get taken last night. Then all of a sudden you get drafted really early tonight, and the team's trading up almost 20 picks to take you. Just what was the back and forth like the last 24 hours?
Shoot, I mean, I've just been waiting for a call, waiting for the opportunity. I just been telling myself, one opportunity is all I need, regardless of when it is, whether it's the first round or seventh round. One opportunity is all I need. So I mean, shoot, it was a whirlwind of emotions. But at the end of the day, I just tried to stay calm, cool, and collected, and just wait for that phone call, wait for that opportunity, and it finally came.
Cassidy Hill.
Hey, Christian, congratulations. This is one of the first times in years that the Packers wide receiver core has sort of been up for grabs, looking for a wide receiver one. What has Matt LaFleur said to you in y'all's talks about just how he sort of envisioned you, how he wants to use you, and how much have you possibly studied Rodgers and Davante Adams' connection in the past just to help your own game?
Sure. I mean, I've definitely watched Devontae. Just obviously how successful he's been. But I mean, in terms of my role, I think that's something that'll be more defined as I get out there and get to work. Nothing's set in stone, obviously, but I'm fully prepared to give this thing everything I got, and obviously try to expand my role. But I mean, in terms of specific role, I haven't heard anything about that yet. I think the opportunities will come through the work that I put in once I get there.
Chris Roth.
Christian, congratulations. The director of football ops was just talking to us, and he said at the Senior Bowl, his words were, "You blew it out of the water." What did that week do for you and your confidence playing against, high level competition after coming from North Dakota State?
It was an amazing opportunity for me. Obviously blessed to be able to showcase my talents at the Senior Bowl. Couldn't be more grateful to Jim Nagy for that opportunity. But in terms of my confidence, I mean, I went into the Senior Bowl, with the confidence that I was supposed to be there. That I was one of the best, and I had every right to be there. So the confidence was there. For me, it was more so just eliminating that question mark of the level of competition. I know that NDSU prepared me to play at the highest level possible, and I played against a lot of talented players while I was there. So for me, it was just another opportunity for me to showcase the player that I was, and obviously just continue to eliminate that question mark and compete.
Ross Uglum.
You just mentioned your time at North Dakota State, and that's something that has been, largely a criticism of you is the counting numbers. You never had 60 catches in a season. You never had 15 touchdowns. What was it about their system, though, you just mentioned that is going to get you ready for the National Football League, and why are we able to kind of extrapolate those numbers and expect more production out of you?
It's just the amount of work, the amount of dedication, holding everybody to a standard and having that accountability. NDSU just does it differently, regardless of, if you're getting, 10 catches a year or 100 catches a year. Everybody has a role, and, you learn early to own your role and define your role. And sure, I mean, NDSU just prepares you to win, prepares you to be successful. So, I mean, regardless of what it was, I was going to work as hard as I possibly can to be the best player I can. And obviously, the opportunities will come, whether that's, like I said, 100 catches or 10. At the end of the day, I'm going to be working just as hard, regardless of, how many times I touch the ball. And the NDSU is just the place to grow. And, you learn a lot. I learned a lot throughout my career. And I think that, definitely, obviously, prepared me for this next leap.
Nicole Menor.
Hey, Christian, congratulations. I know you kind of touched on having the opportunity to get passes from Aaron Rodgers, but I'm just wondering, did you watch him a lot growing up? And I don't know if you ever visualized maybe getting the chance to play with him.
I definitely watched him. It's hard not to watch, a player obviously who's so successful and obviously so great, but in a club that's so great as well with the Packers. So I definitely watched him. And in terms of visualizing, I mean, I visualized myself playing at this level many times, and obviously him being part of that for sure. And I'm excited to be able to be a part of the Packers and obviously catch balls from one of the best to ever do it.
Stacey Dales.
Hey, Christian, just a two-part for me. Have you heard from Aaron Rodgers, number one? And then how would you describe the chip on your shoulder, given that you were basically given one offer at North Dakota State, and how vindicating that is for you right now?
I have not talked to him yet. I'm sure I will, and I'm excited to for sure. But in terms of having a chip on my shoulder, I mean it's just been something that pushed me. Like a little motto that I've always had is opportunities will come, but you only need one. So obviously that one offer being North Dakota State, that's all I needed. And I had a bunch of success. We had a bunch of success as an organization, and so I couldn't have asked for more than that one. So it was definitely something that drove me throughout the process in terms of being overlooked, but it's never something that I thought poorly of. I mean, I definitely, thought NDSU was the place for me, regardless of how many offers I had.
Mike Clemens.
So Christian, you say it's always been football. So was there something really positive that happened either during youth football programs or at Plant High School that set you on the right path? And how does the son of a safety become a wide receiver?
Shoot, I mean, for me, becoming a wide receiver, I was just, I want to compete. As a kid, I played on both sides of the ball. But when it came down, high school days, and in terms of, choosing one thing that I wanted to kind of specialize in, I really wanted to have the rock in my hands. So when it came down to it, I decided to be on the offensive side of the ball, and then, be able to make an impact with the ball in my hands. And that was just something that, I thought I was, doing really well at, and something I could, see myself doing really well at in the future. And shoot, I mean, throughout my entire, childhood, obviously growing up around a football family, we're just a family full of competitors. So I mean, I've been, competing since such a young age. Love competition. I always, push myself to be as dominant as a competitor as possible. So I mean, it's just been a lifelong thing. I mean, football has just been something that's been drilled into me, and it's something that I've been very passionate about and that I love for a long time.
Ryan Wood.
Just in terms of perseverance, how much perseverance did it take for you to make it here, having just the one scholarship offer? And at what point did you realize that you were an NFL receiver, that you could play at this level?
I mean, it took a lot. Obviously, a lot of, people obviously that are gonna, doubt what you're able to do, coming from, having one offer, or coming from, quote unquote, a smaller school. But I mean, I always felt, since the moment I stepped on NDSU's campus that, I was going to be able to achieve everything that I wanted to achieve, with the guys around me and in that program. So, I mean, it was nothing that, I thought that it wasn't going to be possible, with the circumstances that I was in.
What was it that gave you that belief that you could be drafted when you were staring at the cards that you were there?
Shoot, I mean, it was obviously, my God-given ability, and just the people around me. They saw it in me. They pushed me to be the best that I could be. And obviously, all the work that goes into it. I was mentored from the moment I stepped on campus by the older guys, in terms of, the mental side of the game and just preparing myself. And then, obviously just throughout my career, just, seeing more opportunity, having a larger role within the program, obviously, made the, goal of playing at the next level more realistic for me.
Stephen Watson.
Christian, congratulations. When you get that opportunity to talk to Aaron Rodgers, what will you say to him?
I'll say I'm ready to work. I'm ready to learn, and I'm ready to get after it. I know he's going to be tough on me, and that's exactly what I want. I want someone who's going to push me to continue to push me to be the best possible player that I can be. And I know that with him being one of the greatest, that he's gonna get everything out of me. So shoot, I'm gonna tell him I'm ready to work, and shoot, I'm ready to go.
Cassidy Hill.
Hey, Christian, I know you talked about your family being a lot of competitors, but with your dad being a DB especially, did he ever get you out in the backyard and make you try routes against him and not go easy on you? Just how much did he sort of push you and help you?
He definitely did. I mean, we lived in the backyard. We lived with a football in our hands. Shoot, me, my dad, my brother, shoot, even my mom and my sister. We live to play football. We live to do the football. To do the football thing. So shoot, we were always in the backyard, and like I said, I mean, we're a family full of dominant competitors. So no one's going easy on anybody, regardless of what age. So it's definitely been something that we've always been doing for a long time.
Who's the best football player out of the four of you?
Shoot, I gotta say me.
Good answer.
Matt Schneidman.
Christian, do you see yourself as a NFL kick returner?
So I see myself as whatever the Packers organization wants to put me as. Obviously, I'd love to return kicks and to do whatever. That was definitely something that I would enjoy doing. But, you know, in terms of my role with the Green Bay Packers, that's something that, you know, I'll earn and continue to know what that will be, you know, as I get there and get to work.
Cody Krupp.
Hey, Christian. Obviously, Fargo and Green Bay. You know, I haven't been Fargo, but I heard a lot of similarities between the two. On your visit here, you know, just kind of your take of the city, and does it kind of fit what you've been so used to, and kind of what you think fits your personality?
Yeah, no, I mean, I loved it. I loved it for the day I was there. I loved every bit of it. It was a small town vibe, just like Fargo. And it seemed like everything was about the Packers. Everybody there, obviously, you know, loves the Packers, and I think I'll fit right in.
We'll do one more, Ross Uglum.
Obviously, congratulations. And run blocking was a big thing where people, you know, kind of around the draft started to tie you and Green Bay together. Alan Lazard, a great example of that, guys that like to get after it in the run game. What did coaches say to you, whether it was from Green Bay at the Senior Bowl, about your ability to run block, and how much do you think that helped you as a prospect as you kind of rose through the ranks this spring?
I think it helped me a lot. I mean, obviously, you know, nowadays a receiver needs to be multidimensional. You know, you can't always, you know, just be, you know, strictly a route runner and guy who's gonna catch footballs. You know, you got to be able to do it all. Obviously, you know, the run game is a big part of football. So, you know, I mean, that was definitely instilled in me at North Dakota State. And it was obviously, you know, brought up on my visit with the Packers. And I think it's definitely something that helped me. Obviously, you know, being at NDSU, you know, the run game is a huge part of it. And obviously, you know, just being able to do everything. You know, whether the ball is in your hands or not, are you going to stick your head in there and you know, be a part of the play and make an impact. So, you know, I definitely think that's, you know, something that helped me a lot. And you know, I think that's something that's going to, you know, keep me separated and, you know, help me stand out more at the next level as well.